Which tight ends should you be avoiding in your fantasy drafts that are coming up probably this weekend? We're going to talk about that in today's video. As always, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're here for you all year long to help you win your fantasy championships, whether it's redraft, dynasty, whatever league you're in. We will be here to help you. And today we're talking about tight ends. This is probably, if I had to guess, the last kind of research video here that's looking at past information completely. For a while, because we're a week away from the season starting. Your drafts are going to be happening this weekend. It's August 31st. Your drafts are going to be happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Labor Day weekend, like they should be. And most of the videos coming out that I'm going to make and me and my family are going to make, they're going to be about reacting to what's happening in the season and real live information rather than past. And today we're talking about tight ends, a pretty contentious area. Some people hate tight ends. Some people love them. People have differing opinions about when they should draft tight ends. Do you do the strategy of you have to get one of the top 2 or 3 guys? Are you okay with getting one of the middle rounds, rounds 4 through 8 guys, or do you want to just wait until late in the draft? I personally, if I can't get value with the top 2 or 3 guys, the Kelseys, the Andrews of the world, I'm going to just wait. I'm going to punt tight end and get someone in the maybe even in the double-digit rounds. And I'm going to show you guys why today. I kind of play that way because I do think when it comes to tight ends, it is the smartest way to draft. So I'm going to share with you what I did before I share with you is I went back and I looked at the top 6 tight ends each year in PPR leagues for total points, going back from 2013 to 2022. So 10 years of information here. So we have 60 tight ends over those 10 years that have finished in the top 6. And I looked at their ADP. I recorded their ADP and basically saw where they were being drafted. I'm going to show you guys the numbers here. So you can see in just a second here, in this column here, we have the year, we have the names, we have their ADP, their rounds, not as important, and then their finish. These are the top 6 finishers of each year, are right here. So you see like Jimmy Graham, Tony Gonzalez, Julius Thomas, Jordan Cameron, Vernon Davis, Jason Witten were the top 6 tight ends in 2013 in PPR leagues. And you can see where they were drafted. This list keeps going. You can see it goes all the way down to 2022. And so basically what I found is that in that 29 of these tight ends that were drafted top 6 in ADP also had a top 6 finish. So about half the tight ends that were being drafted, the first 6 tight ends being drafted, according to Fantasy Football Calculator, the first 6, about half of them actually paid back their ADP and finished in the top 6. Pretty solid number, I'd say. But then you look at the tight ends drafted in rounds 9 or later. This is pretty late in the draft. A lot of these guys, as you can see, like a Julius Thomas in 2013, he wasn't even drafted, I think, according to Fantasy Football Calculator. He was beyond round 14, essentially, or 13, and beyond round tight end 20. A lot of these guys were even further than round 9. You can see here in 2014, Martellus Bennett was almost around 11. Travis Kelce was almost around 13, which I know is crazy, but this was, I think, his first year, second year technically, but he was suspended or hurt his first year. But as you can see, in rounds 9 plus, 25 of tight ends, 25 of the top 6 tight end finishers came from round 9 or later. So 42%, slightly less than half, right? Slightly less than half. So you can find, basically what this is saying is essentially you have the top 6 tight ends this year. About 3 of them are going to come from the top 6 ADP guys. And another 3 of them are going to come from guys that are being drafted rounds 9 or later. The guys that are not even being drafted potentially as top 12 tight ends. And this is kind of why I take the approach, right? And what's really, really interesting to kind of dive into this a little more, and this is going to be a quick video because, the numbers are here and there's not too many numbers to get into. But what's really interesting is every year, except for 2016, every year, at least one of either tight end 1 ADP or tight end 2 in ADP finished as a top 2 tight end. So you can it's like we almost know who's going to be a top 2 tight end. This year, it's either going to be Travis Kelce or Mark Andrews or both. We can almost pencil that in every year. Again, every year, the top 2 first drafted tight ends by ADP, one of them, at least one of them, finished in the top 2. Jimmy Graham in 2013. Jimmy Graham in 2014, Rob Gronkowski in 2015. 2016 was the only year that didn't happen. Kelsey and Gronk in 2017. Kelsey, a lot of this is Kelsey, of course. Kelsey and Kittle in 2019. Kelsey again. Kelsey again. Kelsey again. Of course, it's Kelsey because he's ridiculous. But so what this is telling me is there's a really good chance that, again, we get 3 guys, 3 of the top 6 tight ends being drafted. 3 of them are going to pay back and fall into that top 6. We can almost cross out Kelsey's guaranteed to be top in that top 6. And probably Mark Andrews is guaranteed to be in that top 6. That means, by the numbers, we have one more spot. One more spot for the next 4 tight ends that are going off the board. One more spot for them to finish in that top 6. Now, could it be a different year and all 6 of them finish as top 6 tight ends? Sure. Math works that way. But the math does say, and this is a 10-year sample, that there's probably only one more spot left, and that the other 3 tight ends that are going to finish in the top 6 are going to come from rounds 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or maybe even being undrafted. That's what the numbers are saying. So we look at this year. And the top 6 tight ends being drafted are Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. I think most people are going to be comfortable in saying those 2 guys, if healthy, of course, are going to finish in the top 6. I think that's almost a guarantee. So that means one of the next 4 guys probably is going to be in the top 6, and there's a good chance that the other 3 are not, according to the math, according to the numbers. TJ Hawkinson, George Kittle, Darren Waller, and Dallas Goedert. Those 4 guys. And those guys are going, all those guys. TJ Hawkinson is going as a 3rd-round pick. George Kittle is going as a 5th-round pick. Darren Waller is going as a 5th-round pick. Dallas Goedert's going as a 6th-round pick. These are high draft capital guys. And honestly, I don't think they have the potential to be in that top 2. I think it's very rare. I mean, they do have the potential, but I don't think it's likely. That's likely going to come from Kelsey and Andrews. And then you have guys that you can get value on later on. So we talk about guys being drafted in the 9th round or later. So that's ADP of 96 or later. We're looking at, Dalton Kincaid, Chig Okonkwo, Dalton Schultz, Greg Dulcich, Cole Kmet, Tyler Higbee. So where are the 3 top 6 finishers going to come from? I could see Dalton Schultz being a top 6 finisher. I can see Tyler Higbee being a top 6 finisher. I wouldn't be shocked. Both those guys could be the number 2, or for Dalton Schultz's case, he could be the top target getter on his team. So I'm just trying to equip you with the best information possible to be smart in your drafts. I hate drafting tight ends high unless I'm getting one of the guys that I think can finish in the top 2 or 1 overall. And even if I can get value on them, Travis Kelce, if I want to get him, I have to take him in the 1st round. Mark Andrews, if he falls to me in the 3rd round, okay, I'll take him. I'm not taking Hawkinson in the 4th round. There's way better players in there that, to me, are going to pay back that value and have more potential to be league winners. TJ Hawkinson, to me, is not a league winner. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys. Short video today, less than 10 minutes or just about 10 minutes long. I appreciate it. And again, good luck with your drafts this weekend. Yeah, we're going to be here. We're going to be setting up a Discord here soon where you guys can, get some information, direct information with us that you can ask us. Should I start this guy or this guy? We'll be setting that up soon. And yeah, we appreciate it as always. And good luck again. And we'll catch you guys next time.